Let's begin today's Tuesday show.
Gentlemen, this is a disc jockey.
And that doesn't mean I'm not smart and tough and strong.
This is one of the Senate's finest days in recent years, and I commend everyone.
Don't commend me.
Commend means you've done a great job.
Oh, well, thank you.
I know how to surround myself with good people.
But they could also potentially access your personal data.
I steal a Wi-Fi signal from that apartment building across the street.
Showtime.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. Tom Hanks will star as Fred Rogers from the pioneering children's television series Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. You Are My Friend, with its title taken from one of Rogers' signature songs, is inspired by a real-life friendship between Rogers and journalist Tom Junot. Junot is depicted as a cynical journalist who begrudgingly accepts an assignment to write a profile article on the iconic Mr. Rogers. He finds his life perspective transformed in the process. Patriots quarterback Tom Brady hung up on a radio show yesterday in response to comments recently made by one of the station's hosts about his daughter. The host referred to Brady's 5-year-old daughter Vivian as an annoying little pissant. The dude reportedly made the comment Thursday night. Brady was asked about it yesterday around 7:30 on the Kirk and Callahan show, where the hosts agreed it was a stupid thing to say.
You know, I do want to say something. I mean, I don't want to get into the documentary much, but I did, Stacey had told me that someone had made a comment about my daughter or something like that.
Tom, we were just talking about it. It was Alex Reamer, and Jerry and I talked about it Friday. It was a stupid thing to say. We destroyed him for saying it. You can say whatever you'd like. Go ahead.
Well, I think that, I've tried to come on this show for many years with, and showed you guys a lot of respect. I've always tried to come on and, do a good job for you guys. So, it's very disappointing when you hear that, certainly with my daughter or any child. They certainly don't deserve that. So.
Oh, no, Tom, no question. As I said, Jerry and I talked about it on Friday. Stupid thing to say. He was suspended for it. He should be. There are certain things I think you understand. As a professional athlete, you're going to be criticized for what you do or on or off the field as an individual. But for a kid to be criticized is unbelievably stupid. There's no defense for it.
Yeah. So I'll obviously evaluate whether I want to come on this show again. So I really don't have much to say this morning.
That's fine. I understand. That's totally fine.
I will. Maybe I'll speak with you guys some other time.
Absolutely fine. We understand.
Have a good day.
All right, Tom.
Thanks.
You too.
It was a great night for Chris Stapleton and a pretty bleak one for CBS. The first ratings are in for Sunday night's Grammys, and they're pretty rough. An estimated 19.8 million people watched. That's down 25% from last year. In fact, it may be the worst Grammys of all time when the final numbers are crunched. Apparently, they plan to fix all that with auto-tune.
It's time for Things I Learned from Seinfeld.
They act like it was some act of charity, just going out with it. So she's the loser of the group. Every group has someone that they all make fun of. Like us with Elaine.
There's no way Ellen is the loser of that group.
Are you looking deep down at the real person underneath?
No, I'm being as superficial as I possibly can.
That's it for Things I've Learned from Seinfeld.
First Lady Melania Trump is reportedly furious over the Stormy Daniels bombshell. When asked for a comment, Melania replied, "How could the man who cheated on his wife to be with me cheat on me?" Ingvar Kamprad, the 91-year-old founder of IKEA, has passed away. No date for the funeral yet. The arrangements are turning out to be a lot harder to put together than anyone thought. Nicole Eggert has accused Scott Baio of molesting her when she was 14 during Charles in Charge. "Oh, this could hurt Baio's career," said the year 1990. The woman who keeps sneaking onto planes was arrested yet again just 3 days after being released from jail. You know what? Why doesn't the airline just hire this woman? like insecurity, or she'd be the one employee that they could be certain would show up for work. A trial in Pennsylvania over political corruption included a wiretap recording of the accused discussing meatballs. The prosecution says the word meatball is code for bribes, while the defendant says the meatballs were really just meatballs. Hey, I'm gonna need several additional meatballs. You know, small, unmarked meatballs. An investigation reveals the auto industry participated in unethical experiments, deliberately exposing humans and monkeys to diesel fumes to measure the health impact. That story from the latest edition of Road and Track and Asthma. Time for Nobody Gives a Friday is Groundhog Day, and I'm really hoping the groundhog predicts an early spring. I can't bear the thought of 6 more weeks of me in flannel pajamas. Hey, rodents, nobody gives a The U.S. federal government wants to build its own 5G communications network. It says it can do so quickly and efficiently. You know, kind of like the wall that they're building. Hey, government, nobody gives a And North Korea is cutting back on its use of military vehicles to save gas. Soldiers are forced to carpool. The other day, more soldiers jumped out of the same tank than clowns in a circus clown car. Hey, backwards, regressive, communist assholes. Nobody gives a Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Frank D'Angelo and his kick-ass 15-piece band in concert at the Lincoln Alexander Theater in Hamilton, Saturday, February 24th. For ticket information, please go to frankdangelo.ca.